Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Andita Prameswari with NPM 2241115. In this video, I want to explain about the legal position of tax, the difference between tax and retribution, tax collection requirements, tax resistance, direct tax, and indirect tax. The definition of tax is a compulsory retribution from the people to the state that is levied based on the law, with no direct reward felt by the taxpayer. Tax are used to finance various state interests, such as infrastructure development, education, health, and other public service. Tax are correlative, meaning that every eligible citizen is obligated to pay tax in accordance with applicable regulation. Legal position of tax. The law is a rule that regulates the relationship between the state and taxpayer related to the imposition, collection, and management to the tax. The legal position of tax is very important is maintaining its continuity of state development because tax are the main resource of government revenue to finance state spending. Tax are the levied based on the law, which guarantee legality and fairness in its implementation. Thus, both the right and obligation of taxpayer and the government of regulate in the tax law. 2. Difference between tax and levies. Although tax and levies are often equated, they have fundamental differences that need to be understood. Tax are levies that are mandatory and have no direct reward to the payer. This means that the individual of entity paying the tax is received no direct benefit for paying in the tax. Example of commonly recognized tax include income tax or PPh and value added tax. Retribution, on the other hand, is a levy imposed to exchange for certain service of the facility provided by the government. In this case, the benefit of the levy payment can be directly felt by the paying individual or entity. Example of retribution include parking retribution, public facility usage retribution, and waste management retribution. 3. Condition for the tax collection. Fairness. The tax collection should be done in the fair and equitable manner, in accordance with the economic ability of the taxpayer. This means that the tax imposed must take into account and financial condition to each taxpayer. And then juridical. All tax collection process must be based on applicable law and regulation, thus providing legal certainty for taxpayer. And the next is economical. Tax levies should not hamper economic activity or overburden in the people. In other words, tax must be designed in such a way they can best support economic growth. The next is financial. The cost incurred of tax collection should not exceed the amount of the tax received. This is to ensure efficiency in the tax administration process. And the next is simplicity. The tax collection process must be simple, clear, and easily understood by taxpayer, so as not to confuse and facilitate taxpayer in fulfilling their obligations. 4. Tax resistance. The tax resistance is an action taken by taxpayer when they have feel that the tax imposed is unfair too heavy. Tax resistance can occur to two perform, namely 1. Tax avoidance. This is the attempt to legally void tax obligations by taking advantage of legal loopholes or ambiguities in the tax regulations. Although this action to legal, it is often considered unethical by society. Number 2 is tax evasion. This is an illegal act committed by concealing income, manipulating tax data, or not reporting tax correctly. These actions are subject to legal concession and fines. And the last is direct and indirect tax. Direct tax. Tax are paid directly by the taxpayer to the government, and the tax burden cannot be shifted to another party. Example are income tax or PPh and land of building tax or PBB. The next is indirect tax. This is tax whose burden of payment can be transferred to other parties and are usually imposed when a transaction occurs. Example, indirect tax is value. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.